What's up, homies? How y'all doing today? This is another episode of the Deycast. I believe this is episode 8. So episode 8 of the Deycast, how y'all feeling today? You know, the weather is starting to get nice. By the time this episode would drop, weather's probably a little nicer right now. It's probably hot. You probably got shorts on. You probably got, if you from Philly, you probably got water ice, a pretzel. I got a question for y'all. Y'all prefer cheese pretzels or regular pretzels? Me personally, I like the cheese pretzel from Rita's, the joint with the cheese inside. That should be hitting. Get a little water ice, you dip in the water ice. Y'all do that too, cause that might just be me. Cause sometimes I get the pretzel, scoop that joint. That shit hit. That shit whammy. But enough of that, yo. I just want to say a few things. Obviously, once you hear the other 2 podcast episodes, you're going to know we're on Apple Podcasts now because it's on Apple Podcasts. But today I realized it finally is like on Apple Podcasts now. So now we're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You know, we got about a quarter of the video dropping on YouTube. But I just want to check in with y'all. How y'all feeling today? You know, on the YouTube comments, can y'all start leaving more comments below and stuff? Because I want to hear what y'all got to say. I want y'all to recommend new topics. I want y'all to talk to me about some stuff. Let me know how y'all doing, how y'all day going and everything. But enough said, we're going to get into the topics. We got about 7 topics here today. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this episode's going to be that long, but, you know, let's start with our topics. Alright? The first thing I'm going to say is, first of all, I feel like I'm too close to the cam. Let me fix that right now. I'm sorry if audio listeners, you're hearing like all this movement in the background. The camera, the mic picks up a lot. But how y'all feeling today? I keep saying that. I don't know why. It's been a minute since I filmed the solo one. But let's get into this. Lately, I've just been feeling like I need help. And you're probably like, Day, why? Because I think I'm slowly turning into a sex addict. I say that because I need it. It's not even I want. It's like I need. Now, I ain't going to be all doing like R. Kelly shit because that's wild. Like, I'm not about to be drawn. But I feel like I'm turning into a sex addict. Like, you know how like when people get hungry, usually women, they have an attitude and everything. They be all angry and upset, and then once they get their food, they be happy. Well, that's me with when it's done bumping bodies. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's just like it relieves the stress. It's just a feeling. It's like a euphoric feeling afterwards. Like as soon as you, it's a euphoric feeling. And I feel like, you know, just let your partner know that if you turn into a sex addict, cause you know, it can cross some lines there. But that's the first thing I wanted to talk about, you know what I'm saying? But on a real note, can I be real with y'all? Life is tough. We about to get deep right now. Life is tough, alright? As a 20-year-old man right now, it's just tough cause like I'm in school, you know, I'm trying to get the education and whatnot, and then it's like I also want to find a place. But you know how hard it is to actually like go out there and try to get a place. They're like, oh, this, you don't do this, you don't have this, you don't have this, then this place, and then 9 times out of 10 the places in the hood, the worst neighborhoods, and then they be trying to get you in them joints. Like, chill. Like, I understand it, but ain't nobody really want to live in the hood, but might have to, cause you know how that shit goes. But I'm like, being young is hard. Like these days, like I feel like back in the day, like I feel like people in like their 50s, 60s always probably question like, how come we don't have our own house yet? And they're like, well, back in my day, when I was 19, I had a house, I had a car, I had 2 jobs, and I had 6 kids. And then you're like, okay, but like it's different now. Like people don't realize like things like the house market has changed and stuff. Like it's not that simple these days. It's really not. Like, one, stuff wasn't as expensive as it was back then that it is now. Like, it's not like back then you could get like a fucking like factory job and like, you know, make a living off that. Now, you can't even do that. Like, you really can't. It's really hard to just maintain, find a good job at this age. Because it's like, everyone's like, oh, you need a college degree. Oh, first, let me get into that. Alright, so as y'all know, or if you didn't know, I'm a college student. I go to Temple University, and everyone's like, when I was younger, everyone's like, oh, you must go to college, you must go to college, you must go to college so you can get a good job. But let's be real. A good 70% of people who graduate from college don't do nothing in their major. The statistic might be off, I think it's 73. But it's just like, everyone's like forcing this college route on everyone and like thinking that's like a must thing to do, but it's not. You guys don't have to go to college. I'm just saying, like, don't let people force you to go to college or do anything you want, like, that you're like not sure about. What I usually recommend when it comes to college, I feel like everyone should, like, after high school, take a year break. And I know this sounds cliche, but find yourself, see what you like, what you enjoy and whatnot, because it's like, how are you supposed to know what you want to do at 18? Let's be real. You're not. They be like, oh, you're old enough to make these decisions, that and the third, but you're not old enough to drink, you're not old enough to do that, and like, like, let's just really talk about it, I keep saying, and I'm realizing that, but it's just, life is hard, guys, and if you're struggling with, like, just maintaining being a young person in America these days, just hit the DM. Talk to a brother, If I say can we get a counter for anyone who's watching this? Can I get a counter? But that's enough said with let's being real and all that stuff. Let's get into little comedy. Let's get into little funnies. Alright. I feel like I'm about to get hate for this. I feel like I might get attacked. I know this might be controversial, but can we please let the trend die of when people just post their back, like when they got like V-Lone on, or like, I don't know, some fucking Gucci or some shit, and they just post their back and stuff. Can we stop posting that? Can we stop doing that for me? Because I don't think y'all realize, y'all look so awkward when you like trying to pose your back. You're like, come on, you don't need to do all that. Stop showing. I feel like most times people do that is because they spent a bag on that one V-Lone shirt, and they probably spent their whole check on that joint. Like, they probably was like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to eat for the rest of the week, but at least I got that V-Lone. Is it V-Lone or V-Lone? Anyways, but can we let that trend die? Cause y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all look stupid doing it. And let's just say I so happen to like post a picture with my back. Just know I've been compromised. Okay? I've been compromised if I do that. That's the only thing I can say. That's not Deycast anymore. That's a fake copy. I'm setting myself for failure in the future, but let's go. But y'all need to stop doing that. It looks so weird. Like, y'all look so awkward. Like, I can't even get up and do it, but y'all be all like, and then your arms just be all awkward. Like, do y'all just hit a little, you know what I mean? And speaking of wasting all your money, as a young kid growing up in America, you had it bad when you had to sell it. It wasn't even a PS4. Let me get into that. So I saw a poster one day saying selling your PS4 basically the hood version of filing for bankruptcy. And that's nothing but facts. For me, it wasn't the PS4. It was it might have been the PlayStation 3. It might have been the PlayStation 3 or like PlayStation 2. It was one of those systems. But when you had to sell your system, and the GameStop wouldn't even give you'd be like, damn, we need to get something to eat for the week. You thinking like your PlayStation about to get you at least $100. GameStop talking about $20 and like $5 in store credit. What's that supposed to do? I'm hungry. It's only gonna feed me for 2 days. Like, why does GameStop do that? Why do they buy systems for like I bet if I were to try to sell my PS5 at GameStop, they would probably order me a quarter and some lint in their pocket. I paid $539 for the PlayStation 5. They gonna offer me like probably a fraction of that price, probably like 10% of that. I would never sell my PS5 because you know how hard those things are to get. And that's another thing. Why are PlayStation 5 still hard to get? Like, why are they still hard to get? I'm parched, y'all. I'm sorry. Why PlayStation 5s are still hard to get? Like, why is that a thing? It's been almost, what, a year? And my man still can't get a PlayStation 5. People still looking on websites trying to scramble to get them. Still can't. People, how haven't they figured out a way to stop people from, like, purchasing them in bulk like that? It should be no reason why someone should be able to buy 10 PlayStation 5s. I still don't get it. I will never understand it. But somehow that makes sense. But selling your game system, that brings back terrible memories. Just to have to eat some noodles and shit. That was a bad joint. I ain't gonna cap. So y'all don't know the struggle until you had to sell a game system. Y'all don't know. Until you had to sell a game system. I'm recording.
I wanna ask him what game system.
He's not here, I'm recording.
Alright.
Anyways. Selling your PlayStation or like a game system in general. Y'all don't know the struggle. Y'all don't know the struggle at all. I feel like I'm about to get into more controversial topics. Don't hate me when I say this. Can y'all just come here? Don't hate me when I say this. Don't hate me when I say this. Alright? So by the time this video comes out, like y'all know, I record these ahead of time. Whatever. I saw Batman a few weeks ago. Right? And y'all probably wondering, oh, what's his opinion? What's his opinion? He got something to say. He's gonna say it's a 2. No, it's not. The movie was not a 2. It was actually a pretty decent movie. Like, it was good. I'm just not seeing how this movie was better than No Way Home. I'm not seeing it. You people are... That sounded... Let's not say you people, okay? We're not gonna get canceled. But y'all are saying the Batman was better than No Way Home. You're smoking cock. You're smoking cock. You're smoking cock. That movie was not better than No Way Home. No Way Home was chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Y'all really saying the Batman. And y'all want to know why I feel like... First off, before I even get into why I feel like y'all saying that, I'm going to give y'all what I rated it. On initial watch, like right after I watched the movie, I said it was an 8 without like thinking about it, right? Then I started thinking about it. I'm like, is this movie really an 8? No. It's like a 7.5. Honestly. That's not me like hyping it, downplaying it or nothing. Like, it was a pretty good Batman movie. Like, I enjoyed the detective like aspect of it. Like, it was different. The Riddler was perfectly cast. Very, very menacing. I was like, okay, this is good. This is good. Like, everything was adding up. Like, it was a good movie. It was some parts where I was like, like it was just some parts. It was, you know, like, it didn't get me like, hype and shit. But it was, the action could have been better. Like one thing I noticed is like a few people saying like they make Batman look so stiff when he's fighting. And I don't know why they do. Like, I understand the suit's heavy, but you know, we got the technology for it. He be all punching. If Batman dodging slow and shit like that, I'm elbowing him right in it, hit him with an uppercut. It's curtains for Batman. But the reason why I feel like everyone is saying like, oh, the Batman's the best Batman movie ever, like, I feel like everyone's hyping it up, and this is my personal opinion. And before y'all say this, I haven't watched the newest Suicide Squad, and I haven't watched like the other movies, but I've seen like parts of Wonder Woman. Like, I probably watched like 30, 40, maybe an hour worth of Wonder Woman. watched parts of Aquaman. I watched a little bit of Batman Superman versus Superman. I watched the Justice League before the Snyder Cut. And let me just say this to you. I feel like the only reason why people are hyping this Batman movie up so hard is because we, as comic book fans, as, superhero nerds, haven't had a really great DC movie in a while. Like, I haven't seen Suicide Squad. I'll watch that and then I'll come back to y'all. We haven't had such a good let alone, first of all, we haven't had a good DC movie nor a Batman movie in years. So to them, it's like, oh my gosh, this movie could have been less than decent and everyone would be like, oh my god, this is the best Batman movie ever. Oh my gosh, this and the third. But in real, honestly, it's like a 7.5. Like, I feel like maybe the second one might be better, but like, it wasn't a 10, wasn't a 9. I understand if you say 8.5, 8, but it wasn't a 9 or 10. It was an okay movie, like better than okay movie. So it was a good movie. But y'all really hyping this movie up like it's the best movie y'all have ever seen, and it was not. I liked it, but it wasn't the best. And I'm just being real. I feel like a lot of y'all just like, oh my gosh, DC finally got one. That's the only reason why y'all hyping this movie up so much, is because it's like you haven't got a good one in a while. So once you get a decent one, it's like, oh my gosh, And I also feel like, and this is also my fault too, I feel like Marvel set the bar so high to the point where like Marvel's like movies are still like okay. So it's like, since Marvel set that bar so high, I feel like that's another thing that's like on the scale of like compared to like how I felt when I watched Shang-Chi or when I watched No Way Home or Avengers Infinity War, like those movies. I feel like that changed like the aspect of things. And I feel like that's my fault, but it is what it is. But before I continue with this, audio listeners, you already know you about to get more. But I gotta do this for the YouTube viewers. So for the YouTube videos, I'm sorry to say, but the video is gonna be cut short. Until if y'all want to see the full podcast in video format, I need likes, comments. I need y'all to subscribe. I need at least like, we need to get to 1K. That's the only way I will start posting full videos of the podcast. Like, yeah, y'all still get y'all clips from like later in the video and stuff, but we need to make a deal. If y'all want full videos, let's try to get to 1K. Can y'all do that? Can we at least get to 1K? But anyways, for the YouTube listeners, like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell, and also tune into the audio versions on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Hit the link in the description below, because it's going to be there. For my Apple people, we got Apple Podcasts. For my Android people, we got Spotify. So come on, listen to it, engage with us, follow us on the socials and stuff. Follow me on my socials. It's in the link. Follow the Day and J stuff. And let's grow as a community. But I just want to say, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to that little bit of the podcast. And have a good day. And here's a kiss. Mwah.